So, what has been, so, you have a lot more competition now. I mean, Nashville now has, I remember you said it earlier that there was maybe only 2 or 3. And now we're looking at, I'm guessing in the 20s, 30s.
I think probably in the 30s.
Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
And you started this in 12?
We opened in 2011.
Oh my gosh. So within 10 years, you've seen it grow by a multiple of, 20 more.
Yeah, it went wild. Yeah, which is good.
So do you love that there is so much variety now, or do you kind of, so you don't wish that it was just maybe like 5 or 4 that everyone had to go to?
No, I mean, I think, again, kind of growing up in a place that had that really rich craft beer culture, it just makes everybody better. I mean, it's like same as being in a band or something where you're creating it's your art and they're creating their own. And I think that's, when everyone, the big question is like, how's your brewery different from that brewery? And it's like, well, that's like being like, how's the Stones different from the Beatles? I don't know, and so, we because clearly we're the Beatles. No, just or the Stones, either way. But
that's tough.
But
both are great.
Exactly. And so I think, it growing into a place where there's more of these niche breweries and people really are starting to specialize, I think it's really cool.
What about the mythical names?
Sure.
So let's just name out all the mythical names you got there. So you have the Snowman Stout. That's a mythical creature.
Yeah.
A jackalope isn't a mythical creature.
It is a mythical creature.
Is it? Well, because I feel like I've seen a jackalope before.
I really appreciate you, Tony, for this. This makes me really happy. Again, I grew up believing in jackalopes. And so jackalopes are a mix between a jackrabbit and a antelope.
Yeah.
And so it's basically a jackrabbit with antlers. And
I've seen it before.
Yeah, because people make stuffed ones and, put them up on the wall.
It's a real thing. In Texas, I feel like I've seen one.
In my mind, in my heart, they're a real thing. And so that's, one of my friends gave me a T-shirt with a jackalope on it that said, "Believe in yourself." So when I was graduating from law school and kind of telling people what I was doing, and people thought I was a little nuts, it was like, believe in yourself. You got this.
Be the jackalope.
Exactly. So that's where it came from.
And then you have a few other ones, right? So you have Thunder. So talk to me about Thunder Ann.
Yeah, Thunder Ann. Yeah, so that's our American Pale Ale. And Thunder Ann is actually named after Davy Crockett's mythical wife. So he had a real wife with a different name. But there's kind of these like legend stories about a woman named Sally Ann Thunder Ann Whirlwind Crockett. So we shortened it just to Thunder Ann, and they're like great little kind of like folk tales about her. And we thought that was perfect kind of for our American.
Okay, and then let's also the one that I'm scared to pronounce with the S.
Sarka. That's our Bohemian Pilsner. And so again, Sarka, she's a mythical, legendary character from, the Czech Republic. And this mythical maidens war that it was basically, the women versus the men fighting. And in the story, she and her kind of army of women, she tricks the men into thinking that she's been captured, and anyway, eventually poisons them all and
wins.
Yeah, and wins. She's badass. She's great.
So I love that each one has a name. Each beer, just like anything, right? Anything that you create, they're all your babies, right?
Yeah.
Each one that you create has a name, has its story. But why did you go the mythical route?
Because of the jackalope. That was like kind of like that was the name for the brewery, and then it was like, okay, we can name all of our beers after kind of these mythical characters or legends. Again, Spruce Beerstein is named after Bruce Springsteen, but he's a living legend, so we can go down that route. So yeah. What
about the LoveBird? So we're definitely I'm gonna talk about it because these guys are gonna get to see Lovefest.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. And but LoveBird, I mean, where did the inspiration come from?
Well, we definitely that one was kind of flipped from the jackalope, where I thought lovebirds were not real, but apparently they are. So. And it was, my original business partner, Robin, we were roommates or housemates, when we were putting the brewery together and throwing her a birthday party, and I asked what kind of beer she wanted me to brew, and she said a pink one. And so LoveBird is what I brewed for that. And here we are.
I mean, it's honestly, wouldn't you say, would you say that LoveBird is probably at the top of everyone's list when they just always think about seasonal, because it's seasonal.
Seasonal. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you guys always put on an event for LoveBird.
Yep.
And I think it's one of the tastiest beers in Nashville.
Thank you.
So what's up, everybody? Thank you so much for watching this past clip. If you can, hit this button right here to see more of this episode, or hit this button right here to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all next time.